Hello and welcome back to some more Kakarot. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I couldn't upload for like months, or not even months, probably just a month, because we had family over and they were spending time with them, and because of the noise level in the house, it was just not going to happen if I tried to record anything, so I had to put everything
Ba
on
da
hold.
ba ba ba.
Oh my days, you're still not going to let it go, yeah, but yeah, we're back with Mr. Ba 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 himself, Hairline.
Yo, can you do like a photo mode or something?
I wish I could, but I
Is there a
actually
photo
don't
mode
know.
in this game?
I don't think there is. I don't think there's a photo mode. You can only just do this. Just
I'm
bask in the
Wait,
asking.
full glory.
wait,
I'm
go
asking
go
because
to
if
that
you,
wall over there and probably go get closer.
I'm asking because I'm curious. Try to bring the camera as close to Vegeta's face as possible.
That's as close as we're getting.
I was thinking like
Like,
go to the wall over there, right? Like that wall.
Like this one here.
face the wall and
Yeah,
turn the
yeah. Face.
camera.
Oh,
Oh,
Eh.
well,
there.
well.
That's as
Fuck.
close as we're getting.
But yeah, I'm asking you because there's a scene where Vegeta is in the anime. He's wearing that and he's looking directly at the camera and he's like, "The hell you looking at?"
Oh yeah, when he breaks the fourth wall
He's
for like a
looking
brief
directly.
tell of 10 seconds.
He's looking directly at the camera. He's like, "The hell you looking at?"
And like I said before, if you think we're going to be listening to half the cutscenes half the time, you'll come to the wrong place. We're going to be talking a lot about what's going on with what we're playing. So if you want to watch this with like no talking and while they're talking, I'm sorry, you've come to the wrong spot right now. I'm just
You
saying
can
that
watch
now.
the other YouTubers if you
Tough
want.
love, baby.
Basically, tough luck. Because we're going to be talking about this. Well, we're trying to keep it spoiler free. I'm trying to keep it spoiler free for those of us
Well,
who've
I
not
mean,
seen it.
there's two people, but then there's one person that's trying to.
Oh, we're transitioning right back to Goku.
So about the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
If you don't
Bruh.
go take yourself outside,
You know what?
my
Speaking of
goodness.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you ever seen the 2012 cartoon?
What, the one back in Nickelodeon back in the old time? Then
Yeah,
yes, I have.
Yeah.
I think I think it.
Have you
I think
seen
that's like the
Have you seen
darkest
the
one.
Have you seen the 2005 movie?
The animated one?
The one with the 12 monsters?
I think I have, but there's like a lot of movies I've seen.
They open where they open a portal where 13 monsters get released in New York City, and Ralph is rocking like a motorcycle disguise and everything.
Yeah. I've watched that. I know exactly what you're talking about
That was a pretty good movie.
now. Oh, Dragon Ball. We'll quickly scoop that up and then we'll continue the main story.
Dragon Ball need Dragon
My,
Ball.
I need my wish. Dragon Ball. Hand now, please. Alright, but seriously, on a serious note, we're gonna get this Dragon Ball and then we're gonna continue with the story, because it's been like a month and a bit since I've actually played this game. Like, full content. I've been playing the new DLC that recently came out. Let me know if you want me to play the game for DLC content. If people like the video enough or comment enough that they want to see it, I'll do it. But, but for now, we're going to just concentrate on the main continuity. With
Because
maybe a few side missions.
isn't the DLC currently like all the way up to whatchamacallit?
Because they recently released the DLC for the 23rd tournament, but this is back when the series is called Dragon Ball, before the Z came into play.
Yeah.
So,
When was Dragon Ball called Z? Like when exactly did it get to the Z part?
by the end of Dragon Ball, I want to assume.
Yeah, but I'm asking like when exactly was that?
Specifically year-wise, I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
No, not that, but like in the story of like Dragon Ball, because we know when it went from DBZ to DBS.
Oh, because to Dragon Ball Z, I think it kind of transitioned into it after when Goku got married to Chi-Chi.
Ah, okay. So I guess what? So I guess before the Saiyan saga.
So yeah, the Saiyan Saga is basically what kickstarts the entire of Z. And now we're going to do a recap. I think we're going to fight Piccolo now, or do some training.
Hey, remember that one like Spider-Man scene from Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 1, the lunch scene?
Which one?
where he catches the food with the tray with the tray.
That was an actual, that wasn't CGI or like editing or something. That was an actual scene that I think took them like 15 takes to get right.
What, to do a genuine reaction time? Oh,
Yeah, 'cause-
look who's not been taking their medication.
It's probably nothing.
Nah,
I'm
don't say
sure
it's not
probably
nothing,
nothing.
Goku.
Yeah, this is literally the equivalent. This isn't even the equivalent. This is literally you walking down the street suddenly going, and you're like, it's nothing.
I'm assuming he got this disease, probably. I don't remember exactly how he got it. I think it's either because he was using Kaioken, because it causes your blood pressure to rise in order to move
I would not
quicker
be
and
surprised
powerful.
if that's the case.
Tell me the truth. These androids.
It could also be while he was on Yard Rat, we don't know.
I honestly can't tell you if we do. I won't know until we actually fight them.
Because Goku and now and everybody else, they're going to go fight the androids. That's the whole idea of this like new plot.
Take it easy, okay?
Am I the only one who's hearing this? Hang on a second, I need to check my volume. Okay, just making sure, because I could barely hear that.
What, is the volume too low? Can you not hear everybody
No,
when they're talking on the game?
No, it was on my end. You're just
Okay.
fine.
I'll destroy the ship. I don't know if we should do some more side quests or not, because... So let's be honest. I love Kakarot, don't get me wrong. But I think everyone wants to see if we can finally get to the end by now. But we should have been at the end, but things happened. So let's try and
Yeah.
move things along. Everyone meeting in the middle so they can meet the androids.
And so,
Oh, look who this is!
gathered at the time and place
Whatever happened to
the
Dragon Ball
Trunks had
Breakers?
mentioned,
He kind of just
keep
died.
who was eager to
I
see
keep
the
forgetting that
androids for
Yamcha at some
herself.
point changed his haircut to that.
But she wasn't alone.
Apparently Gohan was inspired enough to... Well, I don't know if it's true or not, but Gohan got a similar haircut to Yamcha, but he just makes it look better.
Yeah, Yamcha and Gohan have, for some reason, the same haircuts throughout the series, to a degree.
Until Super, that is.
Because I think Yamcha actually had Gohan's haircut for a while.
Oops, I accidentally pressed skip. My bad.
well.
What's going on?
An explosion in the city.
Have you ever accidentally pressed a cutscene? You actually skipped a cutscene that you were meant that you really want to see, and you're just sitting there like,
Yes.
why?
I've done it a few times. It's like when you want to set down the controller, but you accidentally press like one of the bumpers, and it just skips the cutscene. You're like, no, I wanted to see that.
We can't sense their energy.
But I
Which
think
game would
that's
that
only
be?
happened more when I've played games that I don't wish that I finished already.
Them out. We're just gonna have to hunt them down.
I was asking, do you remember which game it was for you?
Sonic Colors on Nintendo Wii. Fuck.
Okay.
Was there another cutscene I skipped that was very valuable? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just
For me,
remember
it
that
was,
one specifically.
For me, it was MK.
Which Mortal Kombat?
10.
Which scene do you remember you skipped accidentally?
Literally the scene where, literally the final cutscene, where, if you-
Bruh.
where and the worst part is, if you skip the final cutscene, you are literally instantly transitioned to the final boss.
Oh, what?
So literally imagine the cutscene goes from like, the main characters talking about how they're gonna, infiltrate Shinnok's fortress. And literally I accidentally skip the scene, and the very next thing I see is just Shinnok in his final form about to face me.
It's kind of like those people, like what's it called? You ever met a person where like they skip the cutscenes of a video game, not understand
my
the story,
cousin.
and then they're like, I don't understand the story.
Yeah, my cousin.
Oh,
He
bro,
was
all the
literally-
time. All the time.
Yeah, my cousin at some point wanted to play MK10, and he's like blah 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 skip, and then he gets to Shinnok and he's like who am I fighting? Why is this guy like this? I'm like, you would know if you didn't skip the fucking cutscene.
I was like, then why did you skip then? Well, I didn't want to hear the dialogue. Well, then you're not gonna know what's gonna happen, you numpty. Jeez.
But I haven't found the androids.
That's like
Yo.
it's like reading a book or a manga or a comic. You just skip halfway through the story or whatever you're reading, and then you be confused what's going on, and then a whole new character gets introduced to you when they were introduced in the beginning of the book. I'm like, bro,
Yo,
straight from the
so-
beginning, like a normal
have them
person.
sit through a Telltale game, bro.
So you know the so you know the store that I go to, to get all the fancy shit that I get.
Yes.
Um, first things first, he didn't know the difference between Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Revengers. So he asked me, he's like, are those two things like the same thing? I'm like, nowhere near.
One is literally
And-
about a bunch of gangster kids that literally rise up and
not
stuff.
this scene.
Oh my. 2 years, mind you. Is it 2 years or a few months? I can't remember. He was training so hard just to get folded in the matter of seconds. It bothered me so much.
Can we talk real quick about this? Like, my man grabbed him and just.
Siphoned off his energy. Oh my days, Yamcha, you stay getting held. Please.
So you're the androids.
Odd.
Can you imagine how tiring it must be to be voicing 3 different characters? Because Christopher Sabat voices
Okay.
Piccolo, Shenron, Vegeta, Yamcha. Actually, more than 3. That's more than 3. Look at me, I'm already messing up. But the point is,
Yes,
he's
again.
voicing a lot of people in the series. And what's up?
You know, everyone will be there. We should probably join them. Oh, sure, let's go see Yamcha.
Goodness
You're
me.
okay with that, right?
Somewhere with no people? Fine. We will allow you to choose the place of your
I don't remember where I saw it, but I saw like this one meme where Goku says, let's fight somewhere empty with no people. And Vegeta's like, okay, how about in your head?
You are Tien.
You know,
yes?
I think what's it called? Ever since that, people have been memeing on it, like basically memeing on the stupid people or people who don't use their brain.
Goku is no exception. The amount of times Goku just be causing himself grief without using his head. Okay, that was a bit of a weird glitch.
You know
It
what?
hurts me.
In your opinion, like who's the Dragon Ball character that's like super dumb?
Super dumb?
Yeah.
I don't know who would be the one that would be classed as super dumb. Because there's dumb, but I haven't seen anyone being super, super dumb.
Me neither. I mean, I could say, I don't know. I mean, maybe Goten and Kid Trunks, but they've shown that they're not stupid.
I was about to say, Trunks as a kid has never shown signs of being an idiot. Goten a little bit,
But Goten and Trunks are kids, so
but it's kind of excused.
That's far enough, Goku.
I think the closest thing to a legit idiot
We will
is
fight
Goku.
right here.
Yeah, because Goku, well, to be fair, Goku bashed his head when he was a kid, which is probably the main reason why he's not all up there in the head.
Who said it that like basically they said like you're married and you don't know what sex is,
Tell us.
something like that.
No,
he
they
said-
don't know what a
he
kiss
said-
is.
Oh, kiss.
How do you know who
My
we
man,
are?
man said, how can you let her kiss you? And Vegeta's like, you don't know what kissing is? Nope. But you have 2 kids. So?
That doesn't make any sense. And plus, Chi-Chi kisses Goku, well, not on the lips, but on the cheek, so he should know what a kiss is.
During your fights with Piccolo and Vegeta, I
So it annoys me every time when I look back at that continuity and be like, how are they going to just retcon Goku not knowing what a kiss is? It's so stupid.
I keep forgetting that Goku at some point mollywopped the Red Ribbon Army that he used to work for.
Because of you, the Red
Oh,
Ribbon
I forgot
Army
about
never
that, to be
realized
honest.
its
Oh yeah, this guy's part of the Red Ribbon Army that fought Goku all those years ago when he was a kid.
And mind you, Goku, at the time, didn't know what death is. You know, he didn't understand the concept of killing. So he just casually killed everyone.
Jiro is no longer among the living.
All right then.
Aren't you, Dr. Giro?
He is Dr. Shiro. He just turned himself into an android.
Huh?
There was no need to waste the time. We were able to effortlessly ascertain your power after your fight with Vegeta.
You're in for some real trouble because guess what?
You missed the best part.
What?
Whether you know it or not, you just dug your own grave. You don't know about Super Saiyans.
My man's like, oh yeah, I can do this now.
But no cause for concern. Android 19 here should be more than enough to defeat you.
What's really messed up, because we're gonna see it later anyway. I'm not gonna say what it is, just in case if people are trying to be
You know what
spoiler-free.
the you know why you know what I think Super 17 and 19 basically the androids, you know what that little dot in their hand is?
It's to help them absorb things.
Energy, more specifically.
Oh, energy, yeah. This boss fight isn't really a boss fight, because you're gonna see why in a minute.
Every time I look at Android 19, you know what I remember?
What?
Tell me, can a machine like yourself ever experience fear?
We're probably going to see that.
I've never
Okay.
heard I've never heard 19's voice.
His voice is ridiculous. It's just really high pitched. That's all I remember it being, just stupidly high pitched.
Which android was the stereotype with the giant bow tie?
I want to say 15, but I can't remember.
The one with the
I love Dragon
sunglasses?
Ball, but there's so many characters that you need to remember that you're going to forget.
Hmm.
Dang, now I know how Akira Toriyama feels.
Trying to rush the fight. He's already nearing his full power.
Everyone's like, yo, how did you forget launch? He's like, my dude, you try remembering 50 characters.
I mean, look at Oda in One Piece. He has to sometimes look back at his own stuff to remember where
There we go.
Luffy used the move.
Absorb the attack?
Goku, don't fire any energy attacks. They can absorb them with their hands.
Oh, thank you for stating the obvious, Captain Obvious.
Give me a break.
What's going on? Goku doesn't look so good.
Wait. It can't be. It's the heart virus the kid from the future mentioned.
This
Is it?
buffoon.
You mean he hasn't taken the medicine yet?
This is why I hate Goku sometimes. You knew this was coming, but it's like, bro, you know I don't need that medicine.
Fine when he was training alongside me and Gohan. Damn. All the times for Goku to get sick. Why did it have to be now?
As well, and such a
This is
crucial
liter-
moment too.
This is literally me when COVID hit me.
What's going on?
What? Does it even explain what the disease of the heart was? The heart disease Goku got? I don't think he ever said. They just referred to it as the heart disease and nothing else.
What was with Goku's face?
He's being grabbed by the neck. Oh, look who shows
A
up.
boot to the head.
Damn, you were late to the party.
Going to defeat Kakarot. It's going to be me, not some junk puppets like you. Vegeta.
This is
Yeah,
probably...
that's the name. Don't wear it down.
I think that's probably roughly when Vegeta started transitioning to the good side, but he was still considered evil in this arc until later on.
Krillin, Yamcha, what's going on?
Well, funny story.
One of the androids did me in, but Krillin here saved me with the sensu bean.
And you're gonna be useless again, because I don't think you actually fight.
We need to meet up with the others and fast. Over there.
It was a waste of a sensu bean.
Dad?
Goku.
The heart virus that the kid from the future mentioned. That's likely what he's struggling with.
No.
Somebody needs to get
The fact that
him out
Goku never
of
actually,
medicine right away.
the fact that Goku never actually changes his attire.
I'll take him. I hate to admit it. I'm probably not going to be much help here anymore.
Oh my
You
days.
think?
Looks like you've got to deal with me now.
Android 20, please allow me
to exterminate
What the fuck is up with his
Vegeta.
voice?
It's like he took some helium. Goodness me.
I will take care of the remaining 4.
I think the abridged version they actually gave him a deeper voice, which is ironic.
Hmm.
And he starts roasting Vegeta's hairline. He's like this, I'm more powerful than you, and your hairline is receding.
You need more than
Is it a coincidence that this guy looks and sounds like Boo?
Not really.
So tell me, are androids capable
There
of
it is.
experiencing fear?
Vegeta's a
Big
Super
A.
Saiyan?
Yep, I saw.
I wanna be a Super Saiyan. I wanna.
Train the hardest I've ever trained.
I think in the original he just shouts to the heavens, I don't care, and then he turns Super Saiyan out of pure rage and frustration.
Overwhelmed with anger, frustration,
There it is.
There you go.
finally awakened and became a Super Saiyan.
That might be
But you don't
impressive to
call
some,
this
a
Super
paltry
Saiyan.
power increase does
You
not
call
make you a
this
match for us
Super
androids.
Vegeta.
I'm about to break your neck sideways.
Cocky sneer will soon be turned into sheer terror.
Because I think Vegeta literally refers to his form as Super Vegeta.
Oh, do I actually have an option? Oh yeah, I do. I have an option to go check Vegeta's moves before I do anything. I might cut this part out. If I don't, then I'll keep it in. Because I actually haven't tampered with Vegeta's moveset that much.
That's not very nice. Of course not.
I'm evil!
Super Recovery? Okay.
I literally have nothing else but Super Saiyan on this man. Hold on.
Super Saiyajin.
Yeah, we need to do some work with Vegeta, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that off screen, but we'll see. I'll give him what I can give him now, but then we'll continue the fight, because I need to go to the training ground and actually get some of these moves, because Vegeta's gonna need them. Because trust me, Vegeta without half of these moves, he can't do too much. And that goes with like every other character in this game. If you do not have the moves these characters are supposed to have at a certain time, you will get bodied for it.
You
And
know,
I'm
I
not
actually
joking.
found. You know, I actually found a Super Saiyan Vegeta life-size bust at a random store once,
Mm.
and I was like, yo, I need to cop that real quick. And I went to, the cashier, and I was like, yo, that life-size Vegeta bust. Can you name your price for that one? And my man said $3,000. I'm like, have a nice day.
Bro. Well, speaking of figures and stuff for collection, I'm still waiting for that figure that I ordered, like, ages ago to actually come through the door. But I think they lost it through the post, because I had to message them and be like, yo, where's my figure at? And they were like, oh, sorry, your figure was supposed to come, like, ages ago. Because, if you order from Amazon, you get this conversation with the bot, right? I don't know if you've ever
Yes.
experienced it. Saying, like, oh, why is my order late? And they don't
Mhm.
tell you why. And then when you finally get an answer, you're not satisfied with the answer. And then they're
Yes.
like, oh, we're gonna send you another one. And I was like, okay, not something I want to hear right now, but I'll accept the answer. But there's like, oh, but let us know if you get 2 of them. Am I going to do that? Probably not. Oh, I broke the shield. I can continue punching him. Oh, I missed that. Sit down.
I'm probably gonna regret telling you this, but do you know what figure I bought this time and I'm waiting to be delivered?
What's that?
Mando and Grogu.
You know what? I believe it. That noise that he makes, he sounds like a Cyberman. I'm pressing the wrong button. 'Cause I keep pressing X, thinking it's the Gallic gun, because I mapped it to square by accident when I should have put it for X. So I keep pressing the wrong button when I want to do like a counter move to do the beam attack. Okay, that's annoying.
What is
Come
it?
here.
What is this guy saying? I don't speak helium.
He's roasting you. Special cutscene. Ah. I could probably get a dramatic finish if I do it quick enough.
Dragon Ball. Bye.
I'm not hitting you with beam attacks though.
You know, at some point they wanted to see who would win between Super 17 and Super Saiyan 4 Broly.
Because that's a fair fight in every regard.
And they basically said that Super 17, you know, because of his absorbing ability, he would actually give Broly a run for his money. But of course, eventually he would lose because Broly just doesn't have a limit to his power.
I'm pretty sure there's so much they can absorb as well.
Yes, and that's literally the idea, that even Super 17 is like, yeah, you can absorb power, but how much can you absorb?
I want you to know.
So Broly basically said, let me just hit you with a gigantic meteor real quick.
For those who've never watched Dragon Ball before and they actually watch the show, I probably know Sneaker's gonna be popping off, because this is where Vegeta absolutely violates this character.
Big Bang Attack.
Absolutely violated Android 19. It wasn't even funny. And you know what? That might be the best
How do
time
you keep...
to end the video there.
How do you keep getting an S rank?
I don't know. I feel like... No, I've gotten a B rank before, I think, or an A rank. I think I've gotten something less than S, but I can't remember what episode I got. But for now, we're going to pause the video and then wrap up the first episode, and we'll see you in the next one in a minute.
Oh.